Hi, welcome to Hazel Time. I'm Hazel Butterworth, inviting you to join me as we explore and discover the concept of centering. What is centering? What does it feel like to be centered? What is that about? Centering is a little different from grounding. There is another video that I did explaining a little bit more about grounding and taking you through that experience. This video, I'd like to talk about centering. What is it to be centered? And really, centered is to come from a neutral place. The center. It's neither here or there or there or there. It's right here and now in this moment. But how do we get that feeling of being centered within ourselves? So for this next little while, I'd invite you to stand. It's important that we stand for this one. So as you're finding a space to stand, or maybe perhaps you can just pause the video and then reposition yourself and then restart the video. So let's begin from standing. All right, let's just stand tall. And I'd like you to close your eyes. And just breathe whatever is easy and comfortable for you. Just stand in that space of you. Simply be aware of your breathing. If you feel any tension in your shoulders, just draw your shoulders up and then just let them relax as you exhale. Let's begin. I'd like you to place your awareness just in front of you, so much so that you'll feel that your weight gently shifts towards the balls of your feet. And you have that gentle pull forward. This space in front of you represents your future. This is where we're going. We lean into the future. And now move your awareness to behind you, and you'll feel a slight pull backwards, and the weight might shift towards the heels of your feet. The space behind you represents your past. This is where we've come from. So I invite you now to find a place in between, a place that is centered, that is in between the future and the past. Bring yourself to that stillness. And that stillness is neither in the future or in the past, which must mean it's in the present. And simply stand there for a few moments in this present moment. Now place your awareness to the left side of your body, and you'll feel that your body will gently be pulled to the left. The left side of the body represents the feminine energy. And to remember that, think that's the side of the heart, the nurturing, the gentle, the caring energy. That feminine, gentle energy. Now shift your awareness to the right side of your body, and you'll feel a gentle sway or a pull to the right. The right side of your body represents the masculine energy. That is that strong, assertive energy. When we need to get going, we tap into that energy. And then bring your awareness back to the center. So you're neither in feminine or masculine, but in this neutral zone. We all have masculine and feminine energy. And we can tap into those energies whenever we choose. But for now, let's bring that into the center to that neutral zone. So we have front, back, future, past. We have left, right, feminine, masculine. And we've brought that all into the center. Feel that stillness in that center. Now place your awareness on your tailbone. And I'd like you to expand that down. Imagine that your tailbone is reaching down to the earth. Down, 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 down. About 2 feet below your feet. And then from that place of 2 feet below your feet, I want you to draw your awareness and your energy back up to the tailbone, up the spine, up your neck, up the head, and out through the top of your head and reach about 2 feet above your head. This is connecting Earth's energy and universal energy. Now bring that awareness back into your heart center. And from your heart center, find the center of your being, which is different from the heart center. So if you imagine an axis from front to back, top to bottom, side to side, there is a central point where all three connect. That is your core center. That is the place that is neutral, that is very present in this moment. Be aware now of how that feels for you to be centered in the neutral zone. How does that feel for you? How can you recognize it if you're there or if you're not there? Just become familiar with it. I'll leave you for a few moments and become familiar with how that feels for you when you are in your centered self. Just for these few moments, be aware of that stillness, the quietness, the calmness, that neutral position. From here, anything is possible. We are infinite, eternal energy beings with infinite potential and infinite possibilities. From this place of being centered, we can go anywhere, do anything. We simply make a choice of where we want to go, what we want to do. If we want to spend the next little while being calm, we tap into that. If we want to spend the next little while being assertive and doing something, we tap into that. But wherever you go, remember to come back to the neutral zone. Come back to this place of centeredness, of beingness, being in this moment. Now that we know how to get here, we can come back here anytime we choose. It may take some practice for you to be aware and know how that feels when you're centered, when you're not centered. But the more you practice, the more able you will be to come back to this stillness, this centeredness, whenever you choose. take 3 deep breaths. A second deep breath. And on the third deep breath, bring your awareness back to the moment, back to my voice, and back to the here and now. Open your eyes and let's share. How did that feel for you? Were you able to get that sense of masculine, feminine? Could you feel a different energy when you were in the masculine than you were when you were in the feminine? Did you feel if you were leaning forward or leaning backwards? If you observe people when they walk, you can tell if someone's very much in the future because they walk along and they are tilted like this. And you know they're always trying to get into the future. When you see somebody walking and they lean backwards when they walk, their chances are they have a lot of past, or maybe they think in the past a lot. But just be an observer on people's posture. It's interesting. And then if it's someone you know, then you can make that correlation too. Are they always in the future? Are they always thinking ahead? Oh, I've got to do this, and at this date this, and on this date that, and I have this event coming up, and all their thoughts and all their energies are on the future. Or you'll have, conversely to that, someone who is always talking about the past, and they can't seem to get past that. Past the past, that's interesting. But they can't seem to move back to the present moment. Their thoughts, their emotions, their memories are all past. But sometimes they're not willing to let that go, or maybe perhaps they were happier times and they don't want to let those go because maybe right now it's uncertain. It's just a matter of being aware of where you are at any given time. It's your life, it's your body, it's your choice. So if you can bring that awareness in, am I centered, am I in this neutral zone, or am I always in this assertive, aggressive, and strong energy, or when perhaps I need to be and shift into this more gentle, nurturing, and caring. We have come to understand, or not necessarily understand, but we've come to see that the masculine energy has been associated with men. Men have to be strong. Men can't cry, and men can't share their emotions because that's the feminine side. And I'm here to say that we have both, and we can tap into both. It doesn't make a difference whether you're a male or a female. That is regardless. We all have masculine and feminine energy. And we dance between the two. We all have that opportunity to plan and think ahead, and it's important to be in that space sometimes, but not at the expense of living today. When your focus is only on your next vacation, and that's all you talk about, you are missing out on today and all the weeks in between now and your vacation. If you are just back from a vacation, that's all you talk about, and then you're talking about what is past, you are missing today. It's what happens today and every day that a lot of people are missing. Our thoughts are in the future, they're in the past, they're here, there, and everywhere. Got to do this, got to do that. Oh, what if this, what if that? And we miss our lives. We miss some days completely. Who has driven home and thought to themselves, I don't remember my drive home? Whoops, where were you? Your mind was elsewhere. Perhaps in the future thinking about something, I've got to do the groceries, I've got to do this. Or perhaps you were just reliving part of your day as you drive home. Being centered also helps you to be focused on the now, in this moment. Be aware. Pay attention. this moment is all we have. It's this moment that creates our next moment. What we do in this moment creates the next moment. How we think, how we feel, our choices are all creating our next moment. So it brings the importance back to now, this moment. And I encourage you to be able to practice being centered so that you are in this moment in a neutral zone. And then from this neutral zone, choose where you want to go. Have you watched a game of tennis and the player is in the center because they don't know where the ball's going to come from? And so they always come back to center. They may run off this week, but they come back to center because the next shot might be over here, or they may have to run forwards, or they may have to run backwards. If ever you watch a game of tennis, just be aware of that. They come back to center. That's all we're doing, is we're coming back to this state of readiness. Ready for whatever happens, whatever presents in our day, we're ready. If we need to be here, we'll go there. If we need to be here, we'll go there. If we need some gentle, nurturing energy, we can tap into that. If we need to be strong and assertive, we can tap into that too. But always, always, always come back to center. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your comments. There'll be more videos like this on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and you'll have access to those. They're free. And then on our Facebook, Ignite Peace Within, we have a group that we are focusing on how do we bring peace within ourselves. So you'll find some videos there too. And you'll find my Take 5. Carmen also is doing some Take 5. It's a place, it's a time when now we have to be more aware of ourselves than ever. Self-awareness is key to self-empowerment. And so hopefully these videos are going to help you to become more self-aware so that you can be more self-empowered. Thank you for being with me today. I look forward to being with you again. Until next time, be centered, be ready, be in the moment. Thank you.